Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. We have another one from the Center of the Universe Brewery. They're out of Ashland, Virginia. This is Ray Ray's Pale Ale. And it is an American Pale Ale coming in at 5.2%. IBUs on this one is 42. So it shouldn't be very bitter. It should be a very easy drinking Pale Ale. And it says, who is Ray Ray? Chris Ray was a professional relief pitcher and longtime home brewer. His waistline ERA and knowledge of craft beer grew steadily as he traveled all over the U.S. during his career. He has since retired from baseball and is now brewing professional. Phil Ray is a retired mechanical engineer who, while designing satellite guidance systems, perfected his home brewing science on weekends. He happily traded in his tidy cubicle for a mash paddle. Together, brothers Chris and Phil bring on adventurous yet practical approach to brewing high-quality beers using only the finest whole ingredients. Their namesake brew, Ray Ray's Extra Pale Ale, is a West Coast style pale featuring American Cascade hops. That's 42 IBUs, are balanced by the sweetness imparted from premium malts. And nice colorful can. It's got a baseball player on one side, split down, and the scientist is on the other side with the orbit and the stars. Nice colorful can. Like I said, I've not seen these beers around here. I don't think they have a big distribution area. Paul brought this down to me when he came by to visit, along with a few others, so I thought I would go ahead and review them for you guys since I had not had them or reviewed them. So here we go with this one. Commercial description. The namesake beer of the Center of the Universe founders, Ray Ray's Pale Ale starts with imported English two-row barley that provides a full, rich flavor. Near continuous additions of Cascade hop contribute both a balanced bitterness and classy, spicy, and citrus aromas and flavor. This extremely drinkable, unfiltered American-style Pale Ale checks at 5.2% and 42 IBUs. And they did say West Coast style on there, and they're going to have to step up and have a nice hop-forward flavor to this to be able to wear that West Coast style label as far as I'm concerned. And they did date to yesterday's can, and this one says in orbit on December 12th of 2014, right in the center of the can. The machine hit it right in the center this time, so I think we may have had just a fluke yesterday on the way the dating machine hit that can and couldn't read the month. But you can read this one. It's not even a month old, right at a month old anyway. So it should be fairly hoppy for a West Coast style Pale Ale. We shall see. Over to the food pairings. Food pairings for the Pale Ale. The cuisine is Pan-Asian. Cheese the earthy Camembert Fontina, nutty Asiago Colby Parmesan, your tangy brick Adam and feta, and the meat is poultry. Glass or pint Becker Nonic tumbler mug Stein side ale. I brought out the pint glass for this one, and it's not recommended for extended cellaring. So let's pop the cap here, the top, or whatever you want to call it, in a can, and get it into the glass. Unfiltered, so it should be semi-cloudy here. Doesn't look like it. I can see the bulb. You would never guess this is an unfiltered beer. It is perfectly clear, a rich amber color, a lot of bubbles streaming up, about a half a finger of head on that glass. It looks good in the glass. Let's get a nose on it. Nice citrusy aroma. It does have a hop presence there. It does. I don't know if I'd go to the extent of calling it a West Coast style. It's not a up-in-your-face type hop, but Cascade is one of my favorites. I grow it in the backyard here during the summertime. I do like I make quite a few home brews with Cascade hops. They do extremely well in this climate here, and in this red clay dirt that I have in the backyard. Citrusy, a little tangerine and oranges in there. Maybe a hint of some grapefruit. Not a big, I mean it's there, but it's not an up in your face West Coast style to me, guys. So let's give it a taste. See what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Paul. Thank you, sir. Not very bitter. The 42 IBUs, checking in rather accordingly. Very easy drinking. For a 5.2 percenter. I definitely wouldn't call it a West Coast style. But there is a nice hop presence there. And using Cascade hops. And they may have used Cascade exclusively in this beer. That's on the one they're mentioning, so. A nice balanced pale ale. It is. There is a nice hop presence to it. But not a West Coast style. I'm not getting a whole lot of pine. It's decent. It is decent. So it's 40 degrees around the fridge. Let's let the other half taste it, and I'll come back and give you the final chug and grade, guys, like I always do. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left. Definitely would not consider this a West Coast style. More like an East Coast style to me. And it's a decent beer. It really is. It's got all the information on the can you need. The IBUs, the ABV, and the date on the bottom. Very sessionable, if you will, for a 5.2%. But nothing outstanding. I mean, it's a decent beer. It's definitely an above average beer. A nice citrusy, tangerine, apricot, apple pear fruitiness to the beer. A nice malt backbone on it. Very easy drinking with 42 IBUs. Very nice. I mean, but it's not outstanding. Don't think it's an A beer, but I think it's to the B category. So let's give it a final chug. Yeah, I do think it's an above average beer. But like I said, it's not outstanding. It's no Sierra Nevada Pale Ale or Oscar Blues, Deviant Dales, or anything like that. Dale's Pale Ale. It's decent though. So it's on the fence between a 6 and a 7. I'm gonna give it to 6. That's a solid B beer as far as I'm concerned. Nice, easy drinking, and like I said, it's not available here in this side of Virginia. Paul brought that to me, and it's decent. It's nothing to write home about, but it's decent. I don't know what these beers cost, if they're fairly reasonable, or what they do cost. Somebody on that side of Virginia, near Ashland, where these beers are produced, might give me some comments back on what a 6-pack of these would cost, but it's decent. I mean, there's a lot better ones out there, but if you're able to pick this up fairly reasonable or cheaply, however the case may be, it may be a nice one for a gathering of when you have a bunch of friends over and you don't want them drinking all your good stuff, to have something like this for them to sip on, especially if they're into a little bit of the craft beer movement that's going on, and not drinking the Miller Bud or Coors. It's definitely got more taste than those two guys. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to B, which is a 6. Let's go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 79 in the okay range. It is. It's an okay beer, and right beer is this is a little bit better than yesterday's, but still not that impressive to them. Overall, 63 and 50 in the style. I think it's a tad better than that, guys. It is decent. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, and it would probably be somewhere between 83, 84, maybe even an 85 on a good day. So, if you have this one from the center of the universe, this is Ray Ray's Pale Ale. Let me know what you think, guys, and let's see what we can dig out of the fridge tomorrow. See you then.